if you're a God-fearing Filipino and you are not into something which is destructive to your fellow men, you have absolutely nothing. I will die for you.
In Region 10 and Region 11 work with DSWD ARM. As you know, ARM has its own Department of Social Welfare and Development, and it is headed by Vice Governor, the Vice Governor of ARM, RVG. And we have been coordinating with them, Vice Governor Lukman. The Operation Center of DSWD is in Iligan. It is also the Operation Center of ARM. And then, since 3 days ago, NDRIMC has decided to set up a coordinating center in Iligan itself and not just stay here in Manila. Okay? The nature of the armed conflict is that the IDPs, only about 5% are actually in the evacuation centers. Majority are home-based. And it has evolved from evacuation to surrounding cities or towns surrounding Marawi. In Iligan or Region 10 and then in ARM, we now have IDPs in Negros Oriental. When I was there June 12, there were only 17 families. Now there are 30 families. We have also in Region 7, a total of 120 families. In Bohol, 17. In Cebu, 104. In Siquijor, 1. In Region 10, of course, we have Bukidnon. The majority are in Lanao del Norte, 19,000. And then Misamis Occidental and Misamis Oriental. We also have evacuees in Davao del Sur, in Region 11. In Region 12, we have evacuees in North Cotabato, Sarangani, South Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, and Cotabato City. And in Caraga also, Agusan del Norte and Agusan del Sur. The biggest number of evacuees are in the ARM region, over 38,000 families. Okay, so you can access this data. Every day we update the data through our Disaster Response Operations Monitoring and Information Center, and it's online. No? So it's a daily updating from reports on the field. Okay, I think that's about it now.
Questions? Malacanang Press Corps. Laila Salaveria. Microphone, I thank you.
Good morning, Secretary. Ma'am, do we have arrangements for temporary shelters for the evacuees? Because according to the military, the clearing of Marawi might take some time.
Yes, we're preparing for it. We are procuring now family-sized tents. Actually, have started the procurement 3 weeks ago in preparation for the return of our evacuees to Marawi City, and we hope to provide individual tents per families. This can be immediately used rather than the emergency shelter assistance, no? Where you have to wait for the validation, etc., before you can have it. So that's the plan. Although we have problems with procurement because the bidding has failed as of yesterday, but we're still fast tracking it. So we're prepared for that. We have also distributed 1,000 pesos in cash assistance, which started 4 days ago. This is upon the request of our representatives from ARM to provide assistance to our evacuees because it is Ramadan. And the family food packs, while halal, would not capture their needs because they need sweets, fruits, they need to break the fast. We have started the distribution of 1,000 pesos each. All of the families will be provided that. Another 4,000 pesos per family has been budgeted already. Once they're allowed to go back to Marawi to help them start anew. Also, we have prepared a Ramadan pack, to commemorate the end of the Ramadan. So it's a pack of fruit cocktails, pansit, because we have done this before. Actually, this is a new thing. In 2014, there was also a storm in Leyte during Christmas Eve, and DSWD provided them Christmas food pack. So this one now we have the Ramadan food pack. We are going to distribute it starting Monday, which is the end of Ramadan. Thank you.
Thank you.
Question, Rose Novenario.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, ano na po yung intervention po ng DSWD sa mga biktima po ng armed conflict po, katulad po ng stress debriefing po sa mga sundalo, sa mga evacuees? Ilan na po yung nakapag-avail po ng ating psychosocial intervention?
Kung psychosocial, sa hatian sa response cluster, DOH yan, no? Department of Health ang may saklaw ng psychosocial. They have the psychiatrist, no? Although we have volunteers, no, and we are happy that we have volunteers from all sectors of society, no, including professionals. So we're doing. We don't have the data. I think the data should come from the Department of Health. Okay, but what we requested and when we coordinated with RVG is that as much as possible, Maranao speaking, because they have, we need to have cultural sensitivity, and it can be best provided by the Maranaos. And according to RVG, they have enough, they have not, I am not saying enough, but they have volunteers from among the Maranaos, so our psychologists and counselors. Thank you.
From Ja Rosales, ma'am, question niya kung tutulong daw po ang DSWD sa mga families sa Marawi City, yung under 4Ps or Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino?
Oo naman, kahit hindi 4Ps, kasi nga disaster ito. So yun din ang nililinaw natin. Sa panahon ng disaster, miyembro ka ng 4Ps, kasama ka sa listahan o hindi, dahil biktima ka ng partikular na kalamidad na ito, tutulungan ka ng DSWD. Ngayon yung payout sa mga 4Ps, doon tayo nagkakaproblema. May payout tayo every 2 months yan para sa kanilang educational tsaka health assistance. Ang problema, dahil nga displaced sila, we have to look for them. Although, definitely, wala na yung condition. They're supposed to attend, may mga conditions yan, family development sessions, they have to make sure na check up yung mga anak nila. So, wala na yon, no? Moratorium yan. But the assistance is still there on top of what we are giving. I would like also to tell you that we have the quick response fund. Kung nagtatanong may sapat ba tayo na pera, yun naman ang malinaw. President Duterte, when we asked them, sir, anong instructions nyo? Ang sabi niya, tulungan nyo lahat. Tulungan yung nangangailangan. So, sa itatanong niya lang, may pera ba kayo? So, I'm glad to tell you that the DBM has downloaded 662,500,000 to the department as of June 6, no? So, we have been able to purchase the needed family food packs as well as to augment our hygiene kits and non-food items. At tumutulong ho dito, aside from the volunteers who are in the field, marami yan, mga humanitarian groups, the Red Cross, the UN-related. Meron tayo dito sa Maynila, Philippine Airlines and Cebu Pacific have both offered free transportation of our goods sa cargo nila to Iligan. San Miguel Foundation has offered toll-free passage of our cargo trucks going to Mindanao sa Star Tollway tsaka sa SLEX. Students from UP, Manila, Diliman, Visayas have put together yung kanilang relief goods and have asked us to help them bring this to the evacuation centers. No? Pati, and definitely yung mga local government units natin, hindi lamang sa Iligan. We met with the mayor of Iligan and we were happy that as a former PNP officer, kita niya yung need for security because they were so close to Maranao. At the same time, very welcoming yung city to assist our Maranao sisters and brothers. Ganon din sa Dumaguete. No? So generally, ang coordination ng mga national agencies, LGUs, PNP, AFP, tapos mga CSOs, and mga UN organizations, as well as other international CSOs, I think has been very good.
Ian Cruz?
Ma'am Judy, good morning po. May panawagan po ang Ranao Rescue Team. Ang direct quote nila na please don't make us beg for Ramadan cash assistance. Kasi parang marami daw po nahihirapan ng mga kapatid dating Muslim kasi pumipila sila, wala silang mga requirements. Baka pwede daw pong magkaroon ng one time or yung mabilisan na proseso po.
Oo naman. Totoo naman kasi ng ating ang kwan ng sabi ni Presidente, dapat maagap at mapagkalinga. So we're trying our best to do that within the parameters ng may mga controls tayo, no? I know how it is sa Surigao noon, talagang isang maraming sa earthquake, ano, we were distributing goods but you have to ask them to sign up, etc. Tapos ang dami talaga, we decided wala nang signing no, kasi nga force majeure na. I think right now, may system naman, no? They have started it. I have received reports. Tapos na yung sa evacuation center sa Iligan. As of yesterday, they're moving ngayon para simultaneous yung home base. Problema talaga natin yung home base because we don't know where they are actually. Unless they come to the barangay captain and register. Ang iba pumupunta sa evacuation center natin. Remember, only 5%, no? Ng over 69,000 families ang nasa evacuation center. So you know talaga ang problema natin sa distribution. But we are ready to give them. Ang DSWD ho talagang kinikilala yung dignidad. I don't think, kung meron ho kayong pinapalimos kayo, please report it to us, no? Also, you have to understand, our social workers have been in the field almost a month already. No, nag-augment tayo sa ibang sa central office, nagpadala tayo doon ng additional people. But many of them from Region 12, karamihan Maranao din, tapos Region 10, have been doing relief work, have been assisting our IDPs for the past month, since May 26 until today.
Okay, Tuesday New?
Secretary, mayroon din po kasing mga evacuee from the Pigkawayan incident yesterday. About 1,000 plus na raw po sila. May assistance na po ba tayong binibigay sa kanila?
Nagko-coordinate tayo sa ating field office doon. I haven't received a report yet. Ang nakuha natin ay ang sa floods, ano? We had floods sa Maguindanao na 17 towns. We also have reports. Kung may report na manggagaling sa field, it will be put up sa ating Dromic. You can access it. But definitely, we're ready for it. So the whole DSWD is prepared to provide assistance not only sa Marawi, but sa iba pang mga incidents ng mga calamities. Meron dito, may sunog sa NCR, di ba? May mga maliliit na calamities, but the main focus right now is Marawi. But we're also preparing habagat period na, no? So, yun nga, that's why we're so happy na this is an all-government effort and the private sector, the CSOs, and other humanitarian agencies have been working with our government to provide assistance needed by our people.
Henry Uri?
Secretary, good morning. Ano po yung inyong tulong sa mga taga-Marawi na gusto namang pumunta sa iba-ibang lugar? Meron ba kayong ibinibigay like financial assistance para sa pamasahe, doon sa kanilang pagkain, or doon sa kanilang mga lilipatan?
Sa ngayon ho, wala ho tayong natatanggap na ganoon. Pero tinatanggap sila pagdating sa lugar. Like ang iba sa Marawi, via Dapitan, tumawid ng Dumaguete. Pagdating ko sa Dumaguete, LGU tsaka PNP ang sumasalo. Ang City Social Welfare and Development Office ng LGU ang sumasalo niyan, ko-coordinate sa amin at doon ng tulungan. Kung hingi yun ng tulong, meron ho tayong transportation assistance na maibibigay, no? But so far, ang focus ho talaga survival sa evacuation center, yung pagkain na kailangan nila. In recognition pala dahil nga Ramadan at may mga particular needs sila, nag-provide tayo ng mga individual na cooking utensils para makapag-decide sila kailan nila i-break. Kapag mag-break na ng fast, kailan sila kakain. No? Ang habol lang nga natin yun, kulang ngayon yung kahoy. No? Sa ibang mga evacuation centers, wala na silang fuel. So, yun din ang pinaabot ng ating mga social workers sa field.
Okay, Ace Romero to be followed by Philip and Rosalie.
Secretary, ilang tents yung bibilihin natin?
Ay, kung 69,000 families ito,
69,000.
doon ang target natin, no? To provide each family, no, with the tents. Yun tents ng families or household. No, we have to validate that. Pero we have shown the tent to our Mindanao colleagues also to ask them kung okay. Pero hindi ito yung maliliit eh. Kasi syempre hindi, no, malalaki siya. Malalaki siya. We have some models doon sa office namin. Nag-order na tayo, pero nga may failure sa bidding. So we're doing it again.
So, ilang tao po yung kasya dun sa tent for details?
Mga 8.
Mga
Kasya.
8 tao po, okay. Yung
May mga bintana siya, para siya talagang bahay na. Tapos have been another group came to us yesterday and they're willing, they suggested a name na sa India na who can help us also procure tents. Nakalimutan ko lang. Pero meron hong ganyan. So right now, if there are organizations who would like to think ahead para sa early recovery na, no? Yung tents, so ang mahalaga sana na mapaghandaan natin habang ang physical construction of the city is ongoing, may place to stay sila. At least yung tents na matitirhan nila. Naghahanda ang DSWD, nagpo-procure tayo, pero kung may willing magbigay, ang hiningi natin yung malaki na tents, hindi yung maliliit.
pero mukhang may problema po kayo dun sa biddings. Bakit po nag-failed yung biddings? At saka anong effect nun? Baka mag-failed yung susunod. Hindi kaya ma-delay yung acquisition.
Emergency naman ito na situation, no? So we can adapt the appropriate procurement system na hindi kasing stringent kapag regular time. So I have instructed our ASEC who's doing the bidding to make sure na hindi na mag-fail sa susunod.
Okay, last na lang po sa akin. Yung 662.5 million pesos downloaded to DSWD, pahingi na lang po nung details, nung paggagamitan nung amount.
Okay, nasa Dromic yan, ano? So, ang paggagamitan naman, family, food items, non-food items, hygiene kit. Ito ngayon, we are starting feeding program for the children, no? Nagsa-start tayo ngayon to supplement yung food intake nila. Kasi ang children naman exempted from Ramadan, no? So, we're also starting that ngayong 1 month. So that's another new activity we're initiating. Pero yung actual na mga pesos and cents, hindi ko hawak ngayon. Pero matitiyak nyo na walang pupunta ito sa bulsa ng DSWD. Matitiyak ho namin na pupunta ho ito sa nangangailangan.
Philip?
Thank you, Secretary.
Good morning po, ma'am. Ika-clarify ko lang po yung figures kasi natin ng evacuees is more than 300,000 persons na. Opo. And then yung population po ng Marawi, they're saying na 200,000 lang. So we have about 100,000 other evacuees from other places po.
Oo nga, from other places, yes. Meron tayo from Marantao, Lanao del Sur, an outlying municipality na may 13 barangay. So isa yan. So 2,000 noon ang population ng 2010, nung less than 200,000, tapos ngayon 200,000 noong 2015. Now we have over 300, almost
Delicious.